24. Remember to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe for more. Now today, I'm going to be talking about the new Call of Duty that Activision, not Ubisoft, excuse me, has kind of rumored and hinted that it will be in a World War II setting. And I was reading some articles online by both Polygon and another site. Polygon was more informational. The other site, I think it's called Rock, Paper, Shotgun. They were talking about it more as a fan, as a fan. And both offered me some pretty interesting perspectives on their take on the new Call of Duty. Now, when I was reading the Polygon article seemed to be more of talking about the stakeholders, you know, the people that pretty much own Activision, that fund it, that invest in it. They're telling Activision, or people that know stakeholders, they're telling Activision, hey, your games aren't appealing to your fan bases anymore. Your games are mediocre when it comes to your campaigns at best, and really what people come for is the multiplayer, and even that was below average this year. So go back to your roots, because we own you pretty much, and we get to tell you what to do, or we know people that get to tell you what to do. So that was the article that I read off of Polygon, is that Activision is making a lot of these decisions because even though that the game was like top 10 best-selling games of 2016, and as well as Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was like the 10th spot one, they want to make more money. They say that their game was underperformed. They had 2 games in the top 10 best-selling games of last year, and it's just like some companies would kill for their numbers, but God, man. But Activision is saying to themselves, you know what, we have to do something new, which is something old. We're going to go back, we're going to go to our roots. Now, the article specifically on Rock, Paper, Shotgun that I read is pretty interesting. The writer of that article is talking more like a fan than as a critic or as someone who kind of expects what's going to happen with the Call of Duty series. He thinks, or she thinks, that the new game will be great, or it will be better than the other Call of Duty games that have been released in the past couple of years, which is not very hard to do, by the way, because it's going back to the World War II setting. If you aren't aware of it, because I wasn't aware of this when I read this article, that the original Call of Duty series was set in World War II and, you know, in modern warfare. It wasn't advanced warfare. Now, I know what you're saying. Holy fuck! How do you not know that, 24? You're supposed to be an informer. You're supposed to be a critic. How do you not know that? That's basic knowledge. I was like, I was 6 when Call of Duty came out, so it wasn't my fault. But back to what I was talking about. They think that the new Call of Duty will be great because it'll go back to its roots. It'll explore previous things. It won't be, you know, it'll be something different, a breath of fresh air, if you will. And it will revamp and revitalize the series, because the series is in a terrible state. Because I was reading the article and it was describing how Activision has, you know, multiple developers of the Call of Duty series, which is how every single company like EA, Ubisoft, and Activision, obviously, they have different developers that develop the game, like Treyarch, but they have different developers to develop these different games, so that way when one developer is working on a game one year, there's another one working for it on another year, and it's kind of like they just hand off the game to different developers, or the franchise to different developers in an effort to continuously make new games. Whether that's effective or not, you be the judge of that. I don't think it is. But what do I think about the new Call of Duty? I don't think it's going to be great. I hope that it will be, because obviously this is one of the highest selling franchises in America right now when it comes to video games. Internationally, I think it's still going to be in the top 10. I don't think Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is going to be in the top 10. Like, if you go to region, the games that are in the top list, for instance, like Madden and 2K are in the top 10, but then in like Europe, it's like FIFA. It differentiates from different regions, but Call of Duty is still up there. But I want this game to be good. Don't get me wrong. It's one it's one of the most influential series in the game because it reaches such a broad audience. But at the same time, I know it's not going to be great because it's an annual release. There's not enough time. That's not enough time. 1 year to 2 years to 3 years is not enough time to develop a game that's supposed to be an annual release. Even though that there are some pretty great games that are annual releases. What are those games? I don't really know. But I don't really think that Activision's newest Call of Duty set in World War II is going to be as great as Battlefield 1, even though it kind of looks like Call of Duty is copying Battlefield 1 in the sense that Battlefield 1 did go back to the World War II setting. I think that it's a little bit of both, because if you remember, they copied Titanfall 2 after Titanfall 2, or they copied Titanfall after Titanfall was released. Activision is like, you know what our players need and both want? They want jetpacks, so we'll just take the jetpacks away from, or we'll just put jetpacks in our game, and we'll gross a shit ton of money like Titanfall 2 and beat out the competition. And now Battlefield 1 is starting to become popular, so they're like, you know what we'll also do? We'll put in World War II gameplay like we used to do in an effort to regain some parts of our fan base. This has been 24. Remember to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe for more. Look for my unboxing of the Take Your Heart Collector's Edition on Tuesday. Until then, have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time.